Buckingham Palace stands as one of the world's most iconic landmarks, not just as the official residence of the British monarch, but as a symbol of the nation's rich history and culture. But what exactly makes Buckingham Palace so valuable, and what secrets does it hold within its majestic walls? Let's take you on a captivating journey inside Queen Elizabeth II's billion-dollar palace and unveil some of its most fascinating secrets. But first, let's pause and delve into the intriguing history of Buckingham Palace itself. Buckingham Palace, the official residence and administrative headquarters of the British monarch in London, has a long and storied past dating back to the 17th century. The site, originally a marshy land along the River Tyburn, was owned by various nobles and monks over the centuries. In 1703, John Sheffield, the first Duke of Buckingham and Normanby, constructed a grand townhouse on the property, which became known as Buckingham House. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Fast forward to 1761, when King George III purchased Buckingham House for his wife, Queen Charlotte, and their children. He commissioned a renovation of the house, transforming it into what became known as the Queen's House. Initially, it served as a private residence and a venue for entertaining guests. In 1820, King George IV inherited the house and embarked on an ambitious project to transform it into a grand palace. By 1837, Queen Victoria became the first sovereign to use Buckingham Palace as her official residence. However, finding the palace too small for her growing family, she ordered the construction of an additional wing along the garden front and moved the Marble Arch to Hyde Park, replacing it with a new gatehouse. Queen Victoria also modernized the palace with gas lighting, flushing toilets, and electric bells. Since then, Buckingham Palace has witnessed countless historic events and ceremonies. Today, it boasts 775 rooms, including 19 staterooms, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 188 staff bedrooms, 78 bathrooms, and 92 offices. The palace also features a ballroom, chapel, cinema, swimming pool, and even a post office. The Buckingham Garden is the largest private garden in London, adding to the palace's grandeur. However, one particularly astonishing fact about Buckingham Palace is its staggering worth, an estimated $5 billion. Every year from July to October, the state rooms, where official and state events are held, open their doors to the public. Now let's step inside this exquisite palace to uncover some of its most fascinating secrets and, of course, explore the most expensive treasures owned by the late monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. One of the palace's most prized possessions is the two-penny blue Mauritius stamp. Buckingham Palace houses a remarkable collection of stamps from around the world, including this incredibly rare and valuable postage stamp. Issued by the British colony of Mauritius in September 1847, the two-penny blue stamp, also known as the two-penny blue Mauritius, is part of the Royal Philatelic Collection, which belonged to Queen Elizabeth II. This collection is housed in a special room at the palace, and the Queen was the fifth monarch to inherit it. The two-penny blue stamp, featuring a profile of Queen Victoria, was engraved by local artist Joseph Osmond Barnard. Only 500 of these stamps were printed, many of which were used to send invitations for a ball hosted by the governor's wife in Mauritius. Today, only a few dozen remain, making it one of the rarest stamps in existence. One of these rarest stamps can be seen at Buckingham Palace, making it a treasure of unparalleled worth in the philatelic world. In fact, back in 1904, King George V made history by acquiring an unused two-penny blue stamp at auction, setting a world record with a winning bid of £1,450, which, when adjusted for inflation, would be approximately £170,000 today. The most recent auction in 2011 saw one of these stamps sell for approximately $1.7 million. As of now, only 26 specimens of the Mauritius post office stamps remain, including 14 one-penny stamps and 12 two-penny stamps. The two-penny blue stamp is valued at £2 million and a collection worth over £100 million. Another incredible treasure in the palace is the mosaic Fabergé Egg. Queen Elizabeth II's collection of Fabergé eggs includes over 600 pieces, but the mosaic Fabergé Egg stands out as a true masterpiece. Created by the renowned Russian jeweler Peter Carl Fabergé in 1914, the mosaic Fabergé Egg is one of the most intricate and expensive ever made. Commissioned by Tsar Nicholas II of Russia as a gift for his wife, Empress Alexandra Fyodorovna, for Easter 1914. This egg was the last they received before World War I and the Russian Revolution, which ultimately ended their reign and their lives. The egg, made of platinum and gold, is divided into 5 oval panels with diamond and gold belts, and decorated with a mosaic design of flowers made from diamonds, sapphires, rubies, emeralds, topazes, and garnets. The mosaic pieces are so small and precise that they resemble needlework or tapestry. Inside the egg is a removable miniature gold frame with relief profiles of the Tsar's children, a touching symbol of their family life. The egg was confiscated by the Bolsheviks during the Russian Revolution and later sold to King George V and Queen Mary of England in 1933. Today, it remains a cherished part of the royal collection. The art collection of Queen Elizabeth II, housed in the Queen's Gallery at Buckingham Palace, is one of the most extensive and valuable in the world. With over 1 million objects, including 7,000 paintings, 150,000 works on paper, and 450,000 photographs, this collection is a treasure trove of artistic masterpieces. The collection also includes a vast array of furniture, ceramics, textiles, carriages, weaponry, jewelry, clocks, musical instruments, manuscripts, books, and sculptures. The origins of the Queen's art collection can be traced back to the 16th century, with King Henry VII's acquisitions, and it expanded significantly under King Charles I, who was an avid collector of Italian and Flemish art. Unfortunately, after the execution of Charles I in 1649, much of his collection was sold off, with many works ending up in foreign museums. However, Charles II later recovered some of the collection and added new works. Queen Elizabeth II continued to enrich the collection with modern and contemporary works by artists such as Andy Warhol and David Hockney. The collection also includes over 50 paintings by Canaletto, a masterpiece by Vermeer, and more than 30 drawings by Leonardo da Vinci. The true worth of the Queen's art collection is difficult to estimate, but some experts believe it could be worth around £10 billion or more. Approximately 3,000 objects are on loan to museums worldwide, while others are displayed in exhibitions. Queen Elizabeth II jewelry collection is another of her most valuable and iconic treasures. Throughout her reign, she amassed a vast array of crowns, tiaras, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and other precious items, many of which were passed down through generations or gifted to her by fellow royals and dignitaries. Among the most iconic pieces is the Imperial State Crown, worn by the monarch during the royal procession after their coronation, and on state occasions, such as the state opening of Parliament. The crown is adorned with 2,868 diamonds, 17 sapphires, 11 emeralds, 5 rubies, and 273 pearls, and is topped with St. Edward's sapphire, a jewel said to have been taken from the ring of Edward, the Confessor, in 1163. The Queen's extensive jewelry collection also includes over 300 exquisite items, including 98 brooches, 46 necklaces, 37 bracelets, and 20 regal tiaras. These jewels were more than just accessories. They were a symbol of her role as sovereign and were often featured in official portraits. Although the exact worth of the Queen's jewelry collection is unknown, some experts estimate it to be worth billions. Queen Victoria's wedding dress is another iconic item in the royal collection. Worn by the young Queen on her wedding day to Prince Albert on February 10, 1840, the dress was made of heavy silk satin in a plain cream color, trimmed with handmade Honiton lace. The choice of a white wedding dress was unusual at the time, as most royal brides favored bright colors or Brussels lace. However, Queen Victoria chose white to support the British textile industry and to emphasize her simplicity and modesty as a bride. The tradition of wearing a white wedding gown soon became popular among Victorian brides and continues to this day. Queen Victoria's wedding dress remained in her possession until her death in 1901, and it has been passed down through generations of monarchs, now part of the royal family's heritage. One of the most fascinating items in Buckingham Palace is the Ori Norton astronomical clock, a masterpiece of horology created by renowned clockmaker Ori Norton in 1765. Commissioned by King George III, this intricate clock displays various celestial phenomena on its 4 unique sides. The front dial shows the time of day on a 24-hour dial, while a painted landscape captures the sun's journey across the sky. The left side dial shows the date, day of the week, and month. while the back dial shows the age and phases of the moon and the tides. The right side dial features an orrery, a model of the solar system, showing the positions of the planets as they orbit the sun. The clock is housed in a beautifully crafted mahogany case with silver and enamel dials and mounts. It is considered one of Norton's masterpieces and one of the most sophisticated astronomical clocks ever made. Queen Elizabeth II was also known for her extensive collection of Launer handbags. Launer London, a British luxury leather goods company founded in 1940, supplied the Queen with her signature handbags for over 5 decades. The Queen owned over 200 Launer handbags in various colors and styles, including the classic black leather Traviata bag with gold-plated hardware. These handbags became an essential part of her wardrobe and a symbol of her elegance and timeless style. Buckingham Palace is not just a residence, but a treasure trove of history, art, and culture. Queen Elizabeth II's billion-dollar palace is filled with priceless treasures that reflect the grandeur and legacy of the British monarchy. These treasures will continue to captivate and inspire generations to come. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on wealth and luxury.